am excited to say hello to everyone here. I am hanging out in a little cubby at the Bend Downtown Library. And I have no Wi-Fi, so I'm hoping that my signal is coming through all right. I've had such a wonderful morning with two profound experiences. One of them, me taking care of my own vessel, this body that I live in, which I take pretty good care of. And I've learned more skills in the last couple of years to really give myself this nourishment that we all need. And this morning in a session with my beautiful friend whose business card I'm going to show right here. Of course, it's probably coming out backwards. So her business is Embodied Soul. Her name is Elise. And her card says stretch therapy, corrective exercise, and functional fitness. And I've got to connect with my body in a way that I think has been something that I've felt the desire for and the awareness that is something that my body wants and needs on a somatic level and a somatic like place of intelligence, but not actually have found that actual real-time experience ever happening until today. And I feel like I could forego all the massage. Maybe not all. I sort of love massage, but I could forego the physical therapy, even for where I'm at in my body right now. I could forego the chiropractic, but this feels like the nourishment that my body craves for the own kind of old injury healing that I want to give myself. So there's that physical nourishment that feels so connected to my emotions, to my thoughts. And then there's the experience of being held by another person. And I'm usually in the opposite position, the opposite orientation of holding others. So to feel held by a sister and my body able to relax into this experience was hard to put words into. So I notice myself like right now in this moment, I'm like, I could belch out just like the biggest sound of joy and relief and excitement and gratitude and happiness that's like, I feel so alive and so delighted in myself right now. So maybe you can feel a connection to the desire for that in your own body right now. And then the next part of my morning was a conversation. And this is all after a rather smooth second day at public school for my 6-year-old son. We had a rather smooth rhythm this morning, which I'm really proud of, both he and I. So the day started off very successfully in that way. I'm loving this brick wall behind me. and and then a conversation with a man who demonstrated to me that a man is still deeply masculine when he shows up in the courage of speaking vulnerable truth, of speaking vulnerably with honesty. And that exchange was so potent. It was like this living transmutation happening in front of me as he allowed himself, permitted himself, invited himself in a sort of serendipitous way, the way we came together to have this conversation this morning, that gave him the space to actually attune to and validate his embodied truth, which it had been crunchy. There was some crunchiness. There needed to be some words spoken around what he was experiencing and give us space to have a dialogue around it. And it turned into it was this like living example of when we speak truth, how powerful that is, how powerful and how aligning, how the fragmentation inside the body becomes like, whoop, like knitted together. So that was so potent. I am on my way to go get some flyers printed because I'm hosting my second ever workshop for men to introduce them to my program Forge, which is about reconnecting with instinct and integrity. I'll just make it very simple. It's coming up on December 2nd. This is an in-person experience. I would love to one day offer this also virtually, but this will be an in-person experience on Tuesday, December 2nd in Bend, Oregon. If anyone happens to be here or knows someone who happens to be here at Bend, Oregon, I'd love to invite you in to the space, and I'll post a flyer about that on a note in my Substack channel as well. I'm keeping this one brief. These little brief growl shows seem to be really sweetly fitting into life these days. So I'm going to trust that it's what's aligning in this moment and feel gratitude for all of you here listening. I invite us all to take a moment to feel what the body is inviting us to do. What is your body inviting you to do in this moment to care for it, whether it's physiological, whether it's emotional, whether it's psychological, mental, something that says yes to the truth of you right in this moment. Pausing and feeling that, acknowledging that. Feeling how in the simplicity of the pause and the stillness and the acknowledgement that the body feels more self-trusting. The body mind feels this reassurance that it's being listened to and that it matters. Yeah. I'm loving the feeling of these rocks that I'm standing on. Feel very anchored to the earth right now. I'm sending you so much love in this beautiful day, and I will be back next week. Please stay tuned for more information about my Patreon community, Temple of the Primal Body. I'd love to see you there soon, and so much love.